If you knew the drama going on right now surrounding these people.
For sailing and entertainment purposes only. You're dang skippy it is.
What advice would you give Amber's future girlfriend? Simple. Just don't go there.
My husband!
Why did you lie about the person you're with and say it's been two different people and it's not?
I didn't lie. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. I didn't lie.
Hurts for you. The cutie nickname. I don't... my mom has been calling me that, so it just stuck.
Okay, very nice. Have you ever heard of Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty? Sir, please. Look, squirrels can do mukbangs, that's right.
Hello, my favorite girly pops. In today's video for the low introductory price sale of Absolutely Kermit, you heard it here last. We are talking about Amberlynn's former bestie, her ex-best friend Alexis's new video in which she releases DMs with Amberlynn that proves a lot of stuff I've been telling you is true. Some very interesting DMs. Amberlynn tried to get with Alexis. Allow for the shock to set in. The moment is over. It never happened. Also, some very interesting tea Alexis spilled on what Amberlynn has been saying about her ex Beck, as well as some information on what happened between Amberlynn and ex-wifey. Does the fun ever start? Okay, we're going to get into it. But first, do you see this very nice Kermit? Have you ever asked yourself, I would like to buy a Kermit. Should I buy a Kermit? Where can I buy one? Here's a little view products tab that's going to pop up right now. This is my affiliate link situation type Kermit. If you go there, you can purchase yourself a Kermit and be happy. And let me know when you get your Kermit in the mail, because Kermits make everyone happy. All right, if you could not tell already by this ridiculous intro, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. I'm sharing opinions, not facts, on publicly accessible information made public first by public figures. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments to them. Entertainment purposes only, my own opinions. Alexis's video will be linked in my description box. Okay, the first thing I want to look at is DMs with Amberlynn and her ex-former bestie Alexis. These DMs, these messages, these texts are from January. Why is it important? Why are we looking at them? Have you seen my frogs? Okay, so Amberlynn said she was in a relationship with Valentine. She was seeing Valentine, all right? She was seeing Valentine from pretty much September until June. She was officially in a relationship with Valentine supposedly in February. However, in January, while she was still seeing Valentine, she was trying to forge a romantic relationship with Alexis.
Well, that's a nice move.
So, as always, seeing multiple people at once, trying to make it work with multiple people at once. I feel like she will always do this because she's just trying to get a partner. She doesn't care who it is. She's not there for your feelings. She's not there for like what she thinks about you, how she feels about you, what you feel about her. It's just for having a girlfriend and to be able to say, well, I was claimed on the internet. Okay. So the thing is that the other reason that this is super, super, super important is I didn't talk about this, but other channels did. Amberlynn was asked extensively about her and Alexis, and she always said, she's just my friend. There's nothing like that between us. But she was trying to get with Alexis. She was trying to make her move on Alexis the whole time. So another lie. Pretty much, this is my opinion, and I don't care what anybody says. Amberlynn is constantly lying to you about everything in her personal life. And now that people are exposing her, I really hope that people watching this can understand that it's not the reaction channels. It's her. People in her inner circle, they have the physical proof of the text messages. I thought that you were seeing Valentine throughout this time because just a month after, in February, Valentine and Amberlynn became official, which is a joke because Valentine was married. But why were you trying to get with Alexis, your ex-bestie, in January, a month before you officially got into a relationship with Valentine? Right. Okay, here we go. My mom thinks I have a crush on you. LMAO. Why? LOL. Not sure. Didn't she say why? Nope. Asking. LOL. Do you? LOL. Do I have to be honest? LOL. Amberlynn, I know it's a concept to you that you've never been in, but try, honey.
Been waiting all week to use it.
Yes, girl. Yes, I do, says Amberlynn. So Amber says that she has a crush on Alexis here. Okay. Then Amber says the following. Why do I have a crush on you? I've gotten to know you the way your heart is because I see the love you have to give and I see how you want to be loved. Through our time growing as friends and our hours of phone calls, I have grown to like you more than a friend. being there for you when you're sad, laughing with you, and having those silent but peaceful times on the phone. Girl, bah! With you have made me see you differently than I have before. You have the cutest smile I have ever seen. Your giggle gives me butterflies.
It's getting funnier every time I say it.
You're a lovely person who genuinely makes me laugh, and I just want the best for you always. What a load of Kermit. I want you happy. I know we will never be together, and that's okay. I love being your best friend, and that's what matters to me. You're special. So, yeah, my crush has formed recently, and I wasn't going to tell you, but since you asked, I can't lie.
A liar.
I'll respond to this in a second. Okay. So, why could we never be together, says Alexis. That was really sweet, though. Sorry, I'm still with my mom. We are watching a scary movie. LOL. Answer the question. LOL. Amber says, because I think you deserve better than me, and I don't know. It's hard to explain. This is what we like to call mind games. Amberlynn just, spoke her feelings for Alexis, said that she was in love with Alexis pretty much, and, oh, I want to be with you. Oh, now, you deserve better than me. We can never be together. Mind games. She's playing mind games with Alexis. I disagree. Why? Because I don't think you're any less than what I deserve, but I want you, says Amberlynn, to find someone who makes you happy, someone that you have a chemistry and spark with. Why wouldn't we have that, says Alexis. I'm not saying we wouldn't. Maybe we can someday. Someday, says Alexis. I'm still hung up on Wifey and the other girl in a relationship, being hurt by them, and same with you when it comes to another person. I just want us to be in a better spot so we have a good chance of working. That's valid. And then they pretty much agree to be friends, besties till then, but I do like you. I didn't want to tell you, LOL, says Amber. Duh, we're never going to stop being besties. Boy, were you wrong. You're not besties anymore. How you feeling about anything like about what you said? Sure. And then Alexis says, I mean, I definitely could see myself liking you back. I obviously want to see it, if the chemistry would be there or not. And I would really have to assess if you would be good in a healthy relationship for me or not. That's a no for me. I can't afford to get into something that'll break my heart months or years down the line again. I would have to really see that you really like me. Okay, for real. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line in this situation is that Amberlynn is a lie. Girl, you a lie. I know we know that. I wish Maury Povich could come out of retirement so he could maybe possibly, in my opinion, determine that. Who misses the Maury show? Okay, the point of the story is this. She says she was seeing Valentine at the same time she was seeing other women, and at the same time she was trying to literally get into a loving romantic relationship with her best friend Alexis while lying to her audience. Every single time she was asked about Alexis, she said there's nothing between them. Girl, you a lie. And also, all she does is play mind games. And I've met people like this. Oh, I really like you. Let's be together. Never mind. Oh, I really like you again the next day. That is mind games. Stay away from people like this. Amberlynn, always a junior at senior prom. Wait, this goes without saying, but I find it really terrible that she had to bring in that she has feelings for Wifey, and she's still hung up on this other person, and she still has, likes all these other women. When you're trying to tell someone that you really enjoy their company, like you were trying to tell that to Alexis, and you're trying to say that you would like something to form maybe or whatever, other than her playing mind games, it's really a huge turnoff, at least in my opinion, when someone brings up their exes. She brings up her exes because she's just waiting for somebody to make her a girlfriend again. She doesn't care who it is. It's really off-putting, in my opinion, and I would never be in a relationship with a person that was obsessed with all of their exes and even people they've never met. Okay, here is what Amberlynn told Alexis, former bestie, about Beck, her long-suffering ex. Okay. Basically, Amberlynn said that she believes that Beck is, quote, money hungry and is capitalizing off of their relationship on live streams. Amberlynn also said that she claimed that she did not know what was going on between Beck and Beck's new partner, didn't know. And when Alexis commented how attractive and beautiful, the new partner of Beck was, Amberlynn did not appreciate that. If you were over the whole situation, why wouldn't you appreciate that? Okay, here are my thoughts. I mean, I already knew, here's the thing. The person that Amberlynn the most anger towards and the most resentment towards is 100% Beck. And there's a few reasons for that. First of all, I think the community understands this because Amberlynn has shown this in her actions. I'm 100 on this. Amberlynn believes that Beck was always beneath her standards, and that isn't true at all whatsoever, darling. But, you still believe it, in my opinion. And so when Beck asked to get married, Amberlynn said yes. And because she was desperate to get married, Amberlynn said later she didn't think that anyone would marry her, whatever. It wasn't out of love. She later admitted to not being in love or loving Beck at all, which is sad. So Beck was a caretaker. Beck was the person that ran around doing everything for Amber. There's a lot of resentment from Amber towards Beck, because how could someone like Beck break up with me and you were supposed to stay forever? Like, she believed that she could control Beck with cash. We talked about this yesterday. She made Beck drive her around during renal failure. When she filmed Beck when Beck was incoherent, talk about trying to capitalize on YouTube off of your partner that is incoherent due to, renal failure and everything else that was going on. That is just terrible, okay? Beck used to have a job and Beck used to work, and Amberlynn demanded that Beck leave that job and pretty much take care, of her, of Amber. And so Amberlynn used to financially support Beck, but Beck had a full-time job called taking care of Amber. So that was a job in and of itself. I think there's a lot of resentment. I cannot believe, Amberlynn, that you have enough nerve to say that Beck is pretty much not allowed to capitalize off of anything during live streams. Like, for like 4 years of your channel, Amberlynn, you made money on Beck and on your relationship. So let me see if I can get this straight. Amberlynn was allowed to monetize Beck. There's videos where Beck explains their stories, and you were allowed to do live streams with Beck where Beck literally earned you the money for the live streams. So you are totally fine monetizing and capitalizing Beck and capitalizing off of Beck. Basically, it was okay for Amberlynn to make money for 4+ years on Beck, on Amber's channel, but Beck is not allowed to make money on their channel, making videos where they slightly mention you, because Beck never really fully exposed Amberlynn. Said that, pretty much Amber threatened to sue them, and that, Amberlynn was, a lie. Oh, wow. Big expose. This is where it's going to get interesting for y'all.
Giving you more money because I know it makes Amber mad. Pay those bills, girl. I mean, I don't know why it would make her mad, because she's had all the money in the world. You know what I'm saying?
You've been exposed on YouTube. I understand. You're lost. You feel confused.
Beck knows a lot, and Beck still has not said anything. You should be grateful. By the way, I always say this in all my videos. The audacity to take away the money from the live streams. There was a live stream era in 2021. I feel like a girl of 2021, where Amberlynn was not getting any views on live streams without her ex, Beck. She already moved Wifey in, which was incredibly uncomfortable for Beck, because Beck was on the lease, and in my opinion, Beck didn't want a stranger living with them, but you moved in this other stranger from the internet, Wifey, and Amber was like, God, it's in my apartment. Okay, girl, how did that work out for you, you and Wifey? Anyways, so that's my inner evil Kermit. Not really, it was just me. Okay, so basically, Beck did these live streams with Amberlynn, and Beck was the reason that people came to the live streams. Beck carried the live streams, and Amberlynn hired Beck privately and publicly, like in front of the audience. She said, oh, I hired Beck and I'm going to be paying them a salary. And she never did. Beck said they never saw a penny of that money, claiming that Amber needed to pay all these Netflix bills. If you believe that, I have a very large bridge of Kermits to sell you. Amberlynn say that, oh, well, they're trying to capitalize on our relationship. You monetized your relationship with them for 4+ years. They can monetize a Kermit if they'd like. It's all the same. Ungrateful, not living in reality, and believing that she is the only one that's allowed to make money. What is her complaint with reaction channels? They're making money. If you can make money on something publicly, so can everybody else. The thing about Beck is not a surprise. Okay, moving on to Wifey. There were questions about, like, what exactly happened, what incidents took place, did any incidents take place between Wifey and Amberlynn? And Alexis said that Wifey and Amberlynn and Alexis would sit on 3-way conversations, because that's healthy and a good idea
Good evening.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Amberlynn.
to do, definitely. And one day, Wifey supposedly, allegedly asked Amberlynn for like Alexis's number and gave Alexis a compliment and supposedly said that Alexis was attractive and all this other stuff. And Amber didn't go for that. And quite frankly, I don't blame Amber. Here's where I draw the line. I don't care if they were broken up. I don't care about anything. That is a big no for me. And I agree with Amber for drawing the line there. The main thing that was asked was like, are there any incidents? Were there those incidents that keep being talked about between Amberlynn and Wifey? And Alexis said yes. And from what Alexis is saying, mainly from Amber's side, okay, Amberlynn was the person that, participated mainly in the incidents.
Isn't this a surprise?
So I'm not at all surprised at this. This is like the Code Red Mountain Dew with Destiny. If you know, you know. So basically, rinse lather, what a surprise. Amberlynn, this is just all I will say. Amberlynn is not, in my opinion, who she presents herself to be. And the more that you watch, like I said yesterday, people always accuse reaction channels of being biased or any of that stuff. I don't care. I'm here to offer an opinion and say what I believe, only my opinions. But people from her life that come out and expose her, and everybody has the same story. All the exes have the same story. Now an ex-best friend has the same story. It's got to be her and not everybody else. So that's the story with Wifey. Okay, so then there's a question in the Q&A from Alexis where, can you tell us like how like the relationship, what's the timeline after Wifey with all these different women? And Alexis says that basically after Wifey, Alexis and Amber were talking and they decided, well, Alexis decided she was never going to be with Amberlynn. That's what she had said before. And they decided to be friends. And then Amberlynn went for the person that was in a relationship for 10 years. So she was dating a person that was already in a pre-existing relationship for 10 years. She really wanted this person, but this person really didn't fully reciprocate. So then Amberlynn moved on to this other person, lied about this person's age to, Alexis, rinse lather, who cares? Typical Amberlynn. And then, like, basically the point of what Alexis is saying is that all of these relationships overlapped, meaning that Amberlynn was always talking to the girl in a relationship and to the other girl and to Alexis. And it's just honestly, all Alexis is proving in her videos is what I've been telling you for years. And by the way, the reason that I've been telling you for years that Amberlynn always has people in the DMs and always cheats isn't because I just wanted to say that and based it on nothing. I based it on proof on the internet that she cheated on Casey, on Crystal, okay, on both of these people. She even admitted that she was talking to Wifey while still with Beck. So honestly, all this proves is Amberlynn always has somebody in the DMs. Currently, Amberlynn is in a relationship. It is my opinion, not a fact. She is talking to other people currently, 100%. Somebody is in the DMs pretending they're a friend, but it's always something more. Amberlynn needs to line up the next person that's going to take her to Target before the other person leaves. She gets asked, like, do you think that Amberlynn really likes Jordy? Oh, Lordy, it's Jordy. He's a reaction channel, okay? I'll link him down below. And, like, because, like, does she want to be friends with him? And the reason why people are asking Alexis this is because Amberlynn did try to befriend Jordy. She sent him voice notes, and like my personal opinion is that Amberlynn tries to befriend new reaction channels that are preferably men. She's threatened by women. So she tries to befriend, and 150%, like I'm 100 on this, it's an opinion, but lots of reaction channels have come out and said that she DMs them. So but my opinion is she tries to befriend male reaction channels when they haven't taken off yet, meaning like when they're popular enough that she knows about them, but not popular enough where they kind of maybe, in her opinion, don't need her.
I knew my friend had a fake profile, a fake Facebook, so I asked her to use it. It's that simple.
Thanks for nothing.
I think I have a love-hate relationship with you because you remind me of someone who used to be my best friend. You remind me of someone who was like literally family to me.
Nurse, clear my schedule.
I see the chat and they're saying that this is a trap and I'm a manipulator. Unfortunately, they're wrong.
That's a lie, you know.
And so what happened is she tried to get him on her side. She basically, this is what I believe that she genuinely wants. I believe that she wants people that basically, do what Alexis used to do, but she was her friend, and reaction channels are strangers. Like, pretty much defend her no matter what. And I mean, like, are there any reaction channels nowadays that defend her? Oh, maybe not, but it's interesting to me that she always picks people that are like, okay, this is my, okay, I have a theory called the apathetic facts theory. Apathetic facts is another channel. Now, this is not about being a guy or being a woman or anything. This is about this. Apathetic facts became very popular very quickly, and Amberlynn tried to take down the channel, right? And what happened with Apathetic Facts is that Amberlynn, tried to take down Apathetic Facts fully, gave multiple copyright strikes, then emailed the person and said, I'm going to give you like privacy complaints, all this nonsense, right? Because she needed those videos down at the time, not now, at the time, they were like re-uploading her content with a little bit of changes, but they weren't even saying anything. So why am I bringing this up? I think that Amberlynn believes, and this is really important, that she got to Apathetic Facts too late, meaning that they were just so popular that there was no trying to take them down or talking to them the way that she tried to talk to Jordy. Why am I bringing this up? Because I think she didn't want Jordy, when she sent him all those voice notes and tried to befriend him, I think that she didn't want him to turn into another Apathetic Facts, where the channel was just so popular and had such a large support and fan base that she couldn't get to that channel anymore. Now, of course, she tried to take down Apathetic Facts, and that didn't work. So she tried a different approach with Jordy, and this brings us current. It didn't work either. I personally think that currently Amberlynn is in the DMs, I'm sure, with somebody talking about something. So I don't trust her process with reaction channels. So Alexis tells this really creepy story about how one time,
Are you a YouTuber?
Amberlynn pretty much saw a car with a license plate from Jordy's state. If this is not the most unhinged, ridiculous story I've ever heard in my life, like every single time someone exposes something about her, like yesterday when we found out that she tried to get her ex-Valentine not to pay the bills in the house, to try to draw a wedge between her and her wife. That was the most unhinged thing. But no, ding, 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 we have a Kermit winner. So basically, she sees this person in a car in her state, okay? Pretty much with the license plate from the same state as Jordy. It was just a person that happened to be from the same state as Jordy. So what? And she told Alexis, Jordy's stalking me. He sent this guy here. Like, if even half of that happened, because I believe Alexis, but even if half of that happened, you need such help, Amberlynn. Amberlynn always believes that, like, people are stalking her, and that's why they're talking about her. People talk about you in exchange for money. Like, people talk about any public figure in exchange for money. People write articles about celebrities only in exchange for money. They're not doing it because they're interested in them, in my opinion, or they're obsessed. People always like to say that people are obsessed with people that they make videos on. No, it's a job. And when that public figure no longer ceases to amaze or create interest in a large group of people, and that large group of people do not come to a video and make creators money, people will dump Amberlynn, okay? Like, honestly, for her to believe that Jordy is stalking her or sent, so let me get this straight. This is what she was trying to say to Alexis. Jordy asked a man to drive all the way down to Amber State and somehow appeared to her, right? Because of course Amber knew 100% that Jordy knew 100% that this guy would be seen by Amber, and Amber would immediately be like, oh yeah, this is a same human being from the state that Jordy is in. So this is a human being from the state that Jordy is in. So 150% he's stalking me. Do you know how many people I see sometimes in my state driving around, and they have license plates from the states that, like, Amber used to live in? I, like, the idea never even goes into my mind. So since Amberlynn is this delusional, I'm just gonna have to say it. I didn't want to say it, but Jordy is not the only person that lives in the state that he lives in. Lots of other people do too. And you don't own your state, so people are allowed to travel there. Absolutely delusional mindset, and you really, really are not living in reality. Other thing I wanted to say is that sometimes people insure their cars, like sometimes for insurance purposes, they insure their cars one place that they are living in, right? Like let's say somebody is living in one state and they, insure their car there. That's where, they're from. And then they move to another state and they haven't reinsured the car yet in the other state. Like this happens. Like this takes a little bit of time. People are not immediately running to the Department of Motor Vehicles ASAP as soon as they get to their state. They may, some people may, but sometimes you just, also, here's another idea. Some people have 2 different residences or 3 different residences. Some people live in a few different states. It doesn't mean that Jordy is sending people to spy on you. Amberlynn, honey, I wish you all the best. I really hope that you welcome yourself to reality and really stop dating multiple people at once and telling everyone that you're a monogamous girly pop. But I wish my most favorite YouTuber all the best, the most international woman in mystery. And as far as you guys, I also wish you all the best. Thank you so very much for watching today. I really, really, really appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed today's video, please check out this other video that's popping up here. It's on a similar topic. And if you enjoyed that video, go and like it. If you don't enjoy this video or the one I'm showing you right now, I have great news. You're going to dislike a lot of my videos. Go and leave it a dislike. Be a friend. Anyways, thoughts, comments, Kermits, leave them in the dislikes down below. What do you think about this video? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.